guys, so I'm going to be doing my first story time on this channel, and I'm going to be talking about our 8th grade Washington DC trip. I hope you all enjoy this video because my trip was an eventful time. Can't wait. And basically what it is that the whole grade, when you get to 8th grade, you go to Washington DC you go to Washington DC for 3 days and 2 nights, and it's really fun, and yeah. Okay, so we had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. to get to the school and get on these buses, these big tour buses, and the buses were really nice. They had I think they were pretty comfortable seats. It wasn't like a normal school bus, and it had power outlets and like TVs and stuff. It was pretty nice. And we all get there. We're all like zombies because it's an hour earlier than when we see each other at normal school time. And we all got on the buses. Everyone just like fell asleep. Like we were out for like the first 3 hours of the ride, and to get all the way to Washington it was about 7 hours-ish. And we got to a rest stop after about 4 hours, and everyone got off, got to the bathroom, and at this rest stop there was like a mountain, or not a mountain, like a huge hill kind of thing, and it had a fence at the edge, and you could like take pictures and look out into the fields and stuff. And of course, knowing my school, we got to the rest stop, a bunch of kids went outside to like look at the view, and they were like standing on the fence, and then a group of boys, they like broke the fence, and then we all just left and like didn't tell anyone. So then finally, it's like 9 o'clock at night, it's dark, it's raining, it is cold, but no, we couldn't just get to Washington and enjoy some time in the hotel since it's late and we've been on the bus all day. We went on an illuminated monuments tour, I think that's what it was. And we went to all the monuments in Washington, D.C. And the first one we went to was the World War II monument, which was pretty cool. And I don't know if any of you have been there, but there's lots of reflection pools everywhere, so they're very pretty cool. I'm walking around with my group and some people, and I saw this wall of stars, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Let's go take a picture in front of the stars, right? So I start kind of walking fast towards the stars because, you know, they looked cool and I wanted to like touch them. And everything's wet. Like the floor is all made of like this weird stone thing, granite, I don't know. And it's wet, so it's like shiny. I start walking really fast. No, I'm not really looking where I'm going. And then all of a sudden, I hear my friend Karenza. She gave me permission to say her name in the video. My friend Karenza goes, "Anna!" And before I stopped to listen to her, I fell in a reflection pool. Waist deep water, like stomach deep water actually. Freezing cold, freezing. And of course I wasn't smart enough to like run out of the pool immediately. My brain was just so dead at this point that I just kind of stood there and was like, wait, what? Then I ran out of the pool. Worst thing ever. Literally horrible. Like there was no step, there was no like fence or lights or anything around the pool. It was just like flat, like it was just the ground and then the water. Like there was no warning. And also in our hotel rooms, a chaperone would put tape on the outside of your door, so they'd say like, got everything, blah blah blah, good night. They'd shut your door and then they put tape over it, so then if you left the room it would rip the tape and you wouldn't be able to just place the tape back on because it's from the outside. So we're like chilling in our room, we're all getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden this obnoxious group comes walking by and they ripped our tape off the door. So we didn't know what to do because we didn't want the chaperone to think we tried to sneak out. So then we're like all freaking out. So we texted the chaperone. We were like, someone ripped our tape, we're so sorry, blah blah blah. But thankfully we had like good kids in our group, so the chaperone believed us and just put the new piece of tape on. So then we had to wake up at like 7:30 a.m. because we all get on the bus and we start driving to our next destination. Then we went to this mall to have lunch, and it was actually a pretty cool mall. So what we got these like pamphlets, and it had like a little coupon in it, and the coupon went to like all these different fast food places that were all around the food court. And there were things like Popeyes, McDonald's, Panera, I can't really remember them all. And me and my friend went to Popeyes, and then the other two in our group went to McDonald's, and then we all came together and ate. And then after that, we got to go to the Pentagon, and it was really cool, I'll be honest. And only 2 out of the 6 buses got chosen to go and like tour the Pentagon. So I thought that was really cool, and I'm like thankful that I got to do that. And then got to the Pentagon. It was honestly kind of scary because you had to go through so many security checks, and like you had to empty all your pockets, you had to like, you know, go through the metal detector or like pat it down, all that stuff. So it was definitely very like up there, and the chaperones, they made us leave all our phones and electronics in the bus because you just aren't allowed to have electronics in the Pentagon. And the tour guide who was showing us around told us that if we had a phone and just a notification went off, like not even going on it or anything, but if a notification went off, they'd have to take your phone and like exterminate it or whatever, because they can't have like location services on for the Pentagon because it's like top secret and all that. So it was pretty cool. It was huge, big, like giant building, and it was really fun. It's kind of cool. They have like these arrows along the border on the like at the very bottom of the wall that's like touching the floor. There's like arrows pointing, and we asked what the arrows were for, and all the arrows, they point to like the Starbucks in the Pentagon, which I think is funny. So that was pretty cool. Oh, so much. Then after that, we went to Medieval Times, which was the best, absolute best. I loved it. And you get there, you get assigned like a team to like cheer for your jouster person, and you get to sit in like an arena kind of thing, in an indoor arena, and then the whole middle is all sand, and you have like no silverware, no eating utensils, and they give you like chicken, potato skin, I can't remember, chicken, potato skin, garlic bread, soup, and then you get a choice of water or Pepsi, I think. And you just watched a bunch of people on horses do all these cool tricks, which was really fun. I'm pretty sure our team won. I honestly can't remember. And it was really cool. Then we had security check at the hotel. Then we fell asleep. Then the next day we went to a zoo, which was honestly really fun. It was a huge zoo. Like there were so many different exhibits to go to, and honestly it got really confusing because our group went with 2 other groups, and we kind of all stayed together throughout the whole trip because we were all on the same bus anyway, and we were all friends. We got to the zoo, and there was a buddy system. You had to be with another person at all times since the zoo was so huge, and our group just got completely split up. It was so bad. We all had to find each other, but it was pretty cool. There were like a lot of animals. There's just we saw, me and my friend, we split off and we were looking at, I want to say they were lions. I honestly don't remember. We were looking at animals, and then all of a sudden there was a deer who like wasn't a part of the zoo. Like there was just a deer like wandering around like a few feet away from us, and it wasn't a part of the like zoo's exhibit. It was just a deer from the wild. And it was kind of scary because we didn't really know how to react. We weren't sure if it was gonna like come up to us. Probably not, but that was cool. And then finally we got on the bus and we started driving home, and then 3 hours into the trip home we got to a college and we ate food there, like the whole buffet thing. We ate a bunch of food there. It was really fun. And yeah, we got home and all our parents are waiting for us in the parking lot for the buses to come home. And our bus driver, he has to get off and like unpack all the suitcases from underneath the bus. And I felt so bad because it was nonstop raining for like all 3 days. And there was a huge puddle like right next to the sidewalk. So he had to like step in the puddle to put our suitcases on the sidewalk. And I felt so bad. But it was really, really fun. So that was my Washington, D.C. trip from 8th grade, and I hope you all enjoyed this pointless video of me talking about this trip. And yeah, and if you liked it, subscribe, turn on the notifications by hitting the bell, give me a like, and drop a comment. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.